Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend. When we left off last time, we got the full Oko-san ending. He was Lord Putty, after all. Emperor of Puddings, or some such. We also got... I got the shortened endings, because I just needed them to get them done for Shu and Sakuya, which weren't really interesting. They're the same as the regular ending, just with no kind of epilogue to tie it up. So, if I understand correctly, what I need to do now is I need to start a new game. Please enter my name. Let's get caps lock off, that would help. There we go. Yep, that'll be just fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and see the human portraits. They're fun. Oh, you can take this chance to fulfill a promise from long ago, or you can live a normal school life this semester. No, I got a promise to fulfill. Let's do it. Fulfill the promise. So what's that gonna do? Is there anything you desire? I can grant whatever you wish. Tell me. A strange bird once said that. Who was that bird talking to? Alright, St. Pigeonations. The greatest school for birds. There's Ryouta. Okay. I don't want to go through too fast because I don't want to miss anything important. I don't know what's going to pop up different here, but... Okay, so far we're looking the same. Alright, here's our teacher. Hey there, Mr. Nanaki. Now, if we can get an Azumi ending, how come we don't get a picture of Azumi in the visualization mode? Not Azumi, Azami. But anyhow. Yeah, everyone else gets one. Even Oko-san's, although his is just a goofy pigeon. Or dove. Whatever. Alright, this guy can go a little faster. He's very stuck up. What else have we got? Oh, to the library where we can meet Nagaki. Go a little bit faster. Alright, now over to what, the infirmary? Oh, these two are gonna fight, that's right. Hey, Yuya. Okay, yep, go find Ryouta in the infirmary. Hey Doc, you're still my favorite. You're crazy. Okay. Time to join a club. Wait! I didn't click through it, did I? I'm in track. Or no, this is just meeting Oko-san. I haven't joined anything yet. Alright, off on his quest for pudding. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna get to decide what I want to do. Nothing new here. Does it matter which one I join? I don't know. We'll join track, that's fine. But what about this promise from long ago? Alright. We've seen the join track thing before. We'll do sprint. A sprint barely lasts long enough to get started. How dull. Oh, and he still beats me, no matter what I do. But that's fine. Alright, sitting at home's relaxing. Tomorrow's the hike. Alright, still nothing new. Talk to Ryouta. Music, sure, why not? Sports festival coming up. Is it gonna change around maybe Tanabata or something? Or some... Maybe it's summer break. Oh, it's all the same. Go to the library. Midterm exam. Ooh, what's this? I've had this dream a lot recently. I can see a little house on the other side of the fence. I wonder who lives there. I don't think it's anyone I know. Ryouta is next to me, and my parents are here too. We're all together again, but... Mom? Dad? Hey, wake up, please. What was that about? Oh, now I'm going to talk about Ryan Pigeon. What shall we do during break? Let's go to the cafeteria. It said something about Ryouta being there in the dream, so I wonder if maybe I need to foster a relationship with him. Alright, Oko-san's freaking out about pudding. I'll take care of it. There, scared him off. Well, let's do music again. San sings beautifully. Kind of about a... Alright, what do we got? Okay, so Ryuta's in the lead right now. Makes sense. Nanaki. I don't know. Conquer the world, I suppose. Why not? You don't need to walk me home, thanks anyhow. We'll do a little bit of gym. We'll be well-rounded this time. Finals. Don't actually care about that. Alright, where are we going to reach something different? Oh, here we go. That dream again. Ryouta, my parents, and me at a stranger's house. The strange bird who comes to me is a magician. He says he'll grant any wish that Ryouta and I make. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day. Huh. Alright, end of semester. Off to the club room. Eating all of his nutritional balance supplements. Knock that off. Oko-san, stop it. Ku, these are Oko-san's beans. You cannot interfere. Be quiet. Where's your pride as captain of the track team? Ku, come at me, whippersnapper. He's gonna fight me over the beans. And so began a food fight that spanned several hours, the floor awash in blood and beans. That's an awfully violent food fight. Ku, you've got guts. Oko-san will step down in light of your determination. Well, thanks. You're not bad yourself, Oko-san. I think I just got rival zoned. Alright, and this is just the Meet Azami sequence, right? Yeah. Okay, we can still go fast through this. Okay, sure. Got a job? Give it to Ryouta. Today's my first day at work. Let's go. Okay, we can still go fast. I'm paranoid. I don't want to miss anything important. You go for it, buddy. Okay, local summer festival. We should probably go with Ryouta, right? Thanks for inviting me. Come on, let's go. So many booths. How are we supposed to choose? Use hunter-gatherer instincts. Alright, so we saw this before. Nothing exciting. I was hoping it would. And now I think I'm late for school. But I'm early. We'll go home. Okay. Classes always feel really long after summer vacation. I think I'll go home and sleep. I'm going to go home, Ryouta. Want to come with... Ryouta isn't at his desk. He's always slow, so I don't think he packed up and went home. Sir? Sir, wait. Hello, Waitley. What is it? Do you know where Ryouta went? I don't think I've seen him since homeroom. He went to the infirmary earlier. Oh, that's right, and then the doctor's going to be yelling at him. Wait, what was that? I'm late. I've been slow getting out before, but I've never slept through my alarm like this. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Anyway, gotta go fast. Ryouta? Sorry I'm late. Good morning, Kawara. We were just about to sit down. Late on the second day, as expected of a feral. No. Sir, where's Lavinia? Isn't she here? Apparently not. Huh? No wonder her kind died off. We died off? Where are you, Lavinia? Usually you'd be here early. You were late yesterday, and now this? What happened? I think we can start homeroom now. Today we'll do a little review on the history of birdkind. You wait until now to teach that? What a pathetic country. Well, if it's anything like America, we learn history like every freaking year, all throughout elementary and high school. So this is probably just a continuation of things they've been taught before. Of course, everyone learned it years ago, but it's required for the second day of the semester. Ooh. Back when we birds were still beasts and pets, a virus known as AH5N1 appeared. At first, it only infected birds, but it underwent a mutation and spread to humans. This mutated strain was highly infectious and had an extremely high mortality rate. It became clear that it posed a threat to the survival of the human species. So we looked to birds for the answer? So the humans engineered a powerful virus to cull birds and prevent AH5N1 from becoming pandemic. Oh! In hindsight, it seems foolhardy and rash, but the world leaders of the time saw no better option. Except the new virus didn't work. Infected birds didn't die. Rather, their brains grew in size and power, starting with doves. Oh. That's why doves make up the majority of professionally qualified workers today. Other birds, including quails like me, are still adapting to social life. Incidentally, I heard that the first puffin in history to hold a governorship was elected last month. Even kakapos, which were once close to extinction, can now be toilet trained. And, as you all know, the Prime Minister of Japan is a shoebill. Anyway, the development of social intelligence in birds had a huge impact on their predators. What happened? Which leads me to the next point. Since their gambit failed, humans were left defenseless to AH5N1. Most died out. The few that are left now live peacefully with birds, though in the past there were large conflicts. Oh. Ah, that's the bell. We'll vote on student council members in the second period, so be on time. Lavinia never came. I hope she's okay. Maybe I should try calling her. Yeah, do it. Kuara, do you have a minute? Sure. We're supposed to get our print boxes today. Would you mind picking ours up? Our print box? Yeah, what's that? Yep, it has all the handouts and everything. Since we don't have a council yet... Oh, this is some kind of student council thing. Okay, it's in the faculty room, right? That's right. If you could have it back here before second period, please. Print box, print box. Inside the faculty office is a stack of cardboard boxes. These must be the ones. This one, maybe? I pick up the box marked 2-3. It's awfully heavy. I guess paper isn't exactly light when there's this much of it. Peek in the box. Maybe there's something else. Oh, thank you. You were okay by yourself? It was a little heavier than I expected, but I was fine. Let's take a look inside then, just to make sure everything's there. Huh? Did you cut your wing, Kawara? Don't tell me I got sliced up and my body's in the box. Cut my... I don't think so. It's bleeding. It is. Did I scratch myself on something? It doesn't hurt at all. No, this isn't my blood. What is that? I'm in the box, aren't I? There's blood leaking through a corner of the box. I feel sick, but I reach out and open the lid anyway. Inside the box is a human head. My head's in the box? The eyes are glassy, but even like this, I still recognize her. She wasn't late. She was here all along. It can't... What happened? Wait, and it continues? So what, is this going to be the mystery of who killed me? What? Look away, Kawara. Looking will only hurt you. Oh. Emergency alert. Emergency alert. We've entered a state of emergency. What happened? It can't be related to the box. There's no, panic button right here in the room, right? All students, please evacuate to the gymnasium. Repeat, we have entered... Cuckoo, what is happening? Why is everything red? Well, it's an emergency, son. I don't know. Bah, until we know what's going on, there's nothing to do but follow instructions. What are you spacing out for, Kawara? Come on. Well, I did just find my friend's decapitated head in a box. I would think that would make all of you nervous, too. Even if you weren't friendly with her, it was a fellow classmate. And now there's this alarm and... No. I don't want to leave Lavinia here alone. Oh, it's okay, Ryouta. I'm already dead. You don't have to worry about it. Get up. She's gone. That thing is no longer Whately. It can't be. Come. By the time we arrived, the gym was already crowded with students and teachers. No one seems to know what's going on, though. The gym echoes with whispered speculation. Hey, did you see the box? Wait, you're not talking about the Lavinia in the head box, are you? Yeah, you had that too? Or was I was probably sliced up and put a part of me in every box. Yep, well, the class rep opened it and I didn't see, but apparently there was a human arm in it. Uh-huh. Ours had half a leg. It was really gross. From the snatches of conversation I hear, it sounds like all the print boxes have pieces of a human corpse in them. Were they all pieces of Lavinia, I wonder? Probably. No, Rudy seems particularly concerned. How can you not be concerned if someone sliced and diced one of your classmates and put all of her pieces in a box? Even if it was the weird human and maybe you didn't really care about her, it's still... There's a murderer in your school. There's body parts everywhere. Which isn't all that odd. It was grotesque, but it's not like it was a dead bird. Oh, that's rough. They all thought of me as less than? Just some primate. Nanaki, this isn't some idiotic disaster drill, is it? We're not supposed to have one till next month. Do you suppose it has something to do with that distasteful box? Well, I mean, each class did get a box with severed student in it, so... It was definitely Whately's. Won't someone explain this ridiculous state of affairs already? Yeah. Someone, tell me what's going on. This is a bad dream, right? Someone wake me up. Someone. What now? Mino. Oh, we've never seen you before. Ooh, lovely plumage. Is everyone here? This is Ichijo Mino, the headmaster. The headmaster? Seems we've all gathered together without panic or noise. Excellent. Unfortunately, there has been a natural disaster outside. This school is a designated evacuation site, so please remain here a little longer. What kind of natural disaster? Natural disaster? Nonsense. The weather's perfectly clear. Cool. Oko-san felt no earthquakes. It's not like we're anywhere near a volcano or anything. I demand an explanation, Headmaster. Just what is going on outside? Does this have something to do with Whately Lavinia? Why have you brought us here? I repeat, there has been a... No, imbecile. What happened? The gymnasium erupts in whispered discussion once more. Well, that changed nothing. Still have no idea what's going on. Are you alright, Kawara? Not really. No, yes, I am. This could prove to be a very bad day for us all. Could prove to be? It already is. Yeah, I mean, we started out with our classmate's head in a box. How much worse can it get? Cool. Mr. Nanaki, Lavinia is missing. Oh, he doesn't know. Well, at least some of my classmates care. Ooh, she must have run off somewhere. Oko-san will go look for her. Don't. You need to stay here and be safe. San, no, she's... San is an older breed, much closer to pigeons of the human era. Maybe he doesn't understand the concept of death. Trying to explain would only hurt myself. The headmaster has proven entirely unhelpful. What should we do, Nanaki? Well, we can't exactly carry on with class. I agree with San. Let's go get Lavinia. Calm yourself, Kawara. To relinquish your sanity during a state of emergency is suicide. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Sir, we can't just leave her there like that. Well, I'd rather you guys not endanger yourself. Just stay in the gymnasium. May I go back to the classroom just once? Well, the principal did ask us to remain here, but he didn't say we couldn't leave the gym, now did he? I'm coming with you. As president of the student council, I have a responsibility to get to the bottom of this. Oh, you're not going to call police or something? You're just going to solve this murder yourself? Alright. Thanks, Sakuya. Do not flatter yourself. I'm not doing this for you. Whately was foolish, loud, and had no manners or sense. But she never deserved anything like this. I swear, by my blood and name as a Labelle, I will find the one who did this. Well, my strongest suspicion at this point is the doctor, but we'll see. You shall be my assistant. Come, Kawara. Right. And so I exited the gymnasium in Sakuya's majestic wake. I want to know what happened to Lavinia. I really do too. I don't think we're getting any kind of romance this time. All of a sudden it's a murder mystery. Who did that to her? And why? Can the evacuation possibly have nothing to do with her? Well, it's awfully coincidental timing if it doesn't, but it doesn't have to. Why wouldn't the headmaster explain anything? Because something really bad is going on, I'm guessing. And he's hoping that not knowing will keep people in a lower state of panic than if he tells them, and they just don't know how to handle it. My head was a raging whirlpool of questions and no answers. And I did not yet know what we would find. Is this? A wall? A huge gray... What had been a clear autumn sky is now blocked off by dull gray. What, there's some kind of dome? It's dark, almost like the sun has already gone down. A dome, rather. We appear to be shut in from above as well. But when did they do this? And how? I don't think any of us was in full command of his faculties as we came this way. We can't be certain that it wasn't already there. It does seem most likely that it was put in place while we were all in the gymnasium listening to the headmaster, though. Well, we weren't there that long. He did say there was a natural disaster. Maybe this is some sort of shield? A disaster so destructive there's nothing to be done but hide under an enormous gray blanket and wait? Maybe they didn't give the headmaster the details to avoid causing a panic? If that were the case, they would be robbing us of our right to know why our very lives are in danger, which is actually an excellent point. Even if they're thinking, well, we want to keep the panic down. If there's something to be panicking about, I would like to know what the actual threat that's going to possibly kill me is. Is this really a shelter? Is there really a natural disaster? Either way, we don't know if there's a connection between what happened to Lavinia and all this. Let's go to the classroom and then tell Mr. Nanaki about the dome thing. Very well. Looks like the other classes left theirs as they were as well. They're at the teacher's desks. Well, round up all the parts, I guess, guys. Is everybody else planning to stay in the gym? Japan is a country full of fools who have grown lazy through too much peace. I doubt anyone else has dared take it upon themselves to investigate this matter. Or maybe it's a country of people who trust that if someone says it's an emergency and we really need you to just stay until the gym until we get things figured out, that may be a wise thing to do is stay in the gym until they get things figured out. That's not necessarily a bad thing. We're here. The box is still where I left it. Inside is... I can't. Sakuya, I'm sorry, could you... No matter. Well, that's surprisingly nice of him. What is this madness? What, was there something we missed? Huh? There's... nothing here. What? No, there was a head for sure in that box before. That can't be right. We left it right here. It's not like it got up and moved on its own, is it? Someone came and removed it while everyone was at the gym? Why? And who? This is life, not some third-rate mystery novel. Exactly, Sakuya. Yuya! Salutations, Ryouta. I see you're babysitting Sakuya. Do not throw my name about like some cheap toy, mongrel. How cruel. Well, I can't blame you for being tense, given the circumstances. I think you'd act like that regardless of the circumstances, Yuya. I am sorry about her. It pains me to think what happened. His expression clouds. It's strange, I've never seen him with any expression other than carefree cheerfulness before. You've known her for a long time, right? Yes. Do you know something about all this, Yuya? Well, most of this business is still a mystery to me, but I can at least answer the question we face right now. What happened to the body? The whereabouts of the corpse, you mean? Yeah, that. As you said, this isn't some third-rate mystery novel. Corpses don't disappear, and we won't be having a famous detective show up and find the culprit for us. Anyway, the other infirmary assistants and I gathered her up in the chemistry lab. Chemistry lab? What for? For one, well, we couldn't just leave her scattered throughout the school, if only for the mental health of the students. Yes. Secondly, for the autopsy. It's going to be done right on school grounds? Oh, it's going to be the doctor leading it, though. As you know, we have two things going on at once here. The only human in the school was cut up and distributed to the rest of the school, and now there's some natural disaster happening. I'm imagining you're wondering if there isn't a connection between the two. We are, but we haven't found anything. What do you know? I told you, this is all a mystery to me, too. I suspect that we will have an easier time investigating the murder as long as we're sealed in like this, though. The doctor should be proceeding with the autopsy by now. The doctor? Why him? Well, 'cause who else would do it? You don't trust him? Of course not. I don't want to think about what he might do to her. Well, there's nothing he can really do now that I'm dead, Ryouta. He might even have been the one to kill me, yeah. You suspect the doctor? Yes, everybody knows he's a nutcase. He probably killed her for some crazy experiment, and 'cause he's with the Hawks party. He is an expert in the field. Who else here could perform the autopsy? But I know where you're coming from, Ryouta. He's not exactly the most ethically minded bird around. That's why I asked Professor Nanaki to come too. He should be there by now, if you want to go make sure. Alright, we'll go later. So Lavinia has been gathered in the chemistry lab, and the doctor and Mr. Nanaki are examining her now. Mr. Nanaki might not be the best witness, but he's better than no one, right? We know where the corpse went then, but why are you here? Me? I'm investigating, under my own orders, of course. Playing detective, mongrel. That, and I have to make sure we didn't miss any pieces. Anyway, what are you two going to do now? Personally, I think the murder and the evacuation are almost certainly connected. I'm inclined to agree. The Headmaster's refusal to explain our situation makes me doubt his story in its entirety. Indeed. So, Ryouta? Yeah? I know how you feel. You want to find the one who did this to Lavinia as soon as possible, right? Yes. Alright, let's do it. Things are very exciting not this go-around. Certainly didn't expect this. There we go. Lavinia. Gone for a moment, and suddenly she was turned into this. Who did that to her? I'll find them, and I'm going to find the culprit, and I've never felt this emotion before, but now I feel nothing else. When I find that bird, My thoughts exactly. Unfortunately, this school is a mess, and we won't find anything by chasing after her shadow. I think we should try to solve both mysteries at once, whenever possible. Of course, the wall could just be there because of some natural disaster. That's about all I have to say. We didn't need your advice from the start. You're nothing but talk anyway, mongrel. Well, he let us know where the body is. Thanks, Yuya. We'll do our best to help. Oh, one other thing. You might want to talk to One in the maintenance office. Tell him I sent you. You mean that antisocial cockatiel dandy everybody hates? Yep, him. Don't worry, he's a good guy. He'll be able to help you, and you might find something useful in there. Well, that's it for the talky mongrel. Adieu. He saunters off towards the staircase. What a dreadfully obnoxious man. I thought he'd never shut up. He gave us some good advice, right? We should be grateful. Yeah, come on. Anyway, I don't think we'll find anything else here. Indeed. Where should we head next? Well, let's go talk to the guy. I doubt we would go amiss by visiting the lab, the maintenance office, or by investigating the wall outside. Right. Let's go to the office first. Maybe the Sone guy will be able to help us. Maintenance office. In other words, the repairman's shop. Doubt we will find anything useful here. You said to go, right? I doubt the integrity of his advice. Well, I don't, so we're gonna go in here and we're gonna talk. Geez, is that anything to say about your own brother? You should be nicer to your family. My family? Do you mock me? That filthy-blooded mongrel is no relation to me. I would like some clarification on this, actually. Whoa, calm down. I guess his elitism is still running business as usual. We don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance room is in the corner of the main building, on the ground floor, right? Excuse us. What is this? This doesn't look very educational. It's a maintenance room. It doesn't need to be educational. The handyman pretty much lives in here, I think. A dove, and one more. Mr. One, hello. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the alarm? Yeah? I'm Ryouta, and this is Sakuya. We got permission from our teacher to investigate the building. Didn't you hear the alarm? No panic, no noise, and no leaving. That's what I do here. Whoa, somehow he seems really cool. You mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium? Sakuya, come on, we're talking to this guy for help. You don't need to be such a jerk. Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class there. No, we're not. Do you mean to interfere with us, wretched fool? Oh, he's gonna mess up our investigation. Yuya said we should ask you for help? Sakazaki Yuya? Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. All the way. Do you intend to stop us now? Sakuya, where the heck are your manners? Oh, sorry, he transferred from overseas and his Japanese isn't too great. He certainly has more bark than I imagine he has bite. Very well, come in. I like his little artwork over here. UFOs. What did you say you gentlemen were investigating? We didn't, but it's a murder. Two things. The murder of Waitley Lavinia and the mysterious wall outside. You've been in here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about? Yes, I got an idea of it from Mr. Sakazaki. In other words, you know only what you have heard from that mongrel. Useless. I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus. Maybe you know what the big gray wall outside is, then. Nope. Useless wretch. Not useless, that tells us something. Sakuya, calm down. Though, I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. No, but that tells us if he doesn't know what it is, then it's not something that's always been, like, part of the school, ready to be put up in case of emergency. It's something else. Oh, wait. Mr. One, could we use your computer? Maybe we can find out what's going on outside. Sadly not. Everything's been cut off since this morning. Even the telephone wires, eh? This is too thorough. Yes, it is. I can't think of any reason why they'd need to cut communication systems off if it were some sort of storm protection. This has been a wild goose chase, then. Complete waste of time. No, it hasn't. We've learned some things. Let us go, Kawara. Wait. I have a bright and massive piece of advice for you. Bright and massive? What? If you get stuck, try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in this school, but never there. You might be able to find something out about the wall if you check in there. Of course, the headmaster did not speak to us in person in the gym. If he was broadcasting from his office, then he might still be there. Asking him certainly seems like the best way to get some solid information. We should try that. If you need a break later on, feel free to come back here and rest. Well, thanks. Anyone Mr. Sakazaki sent is trustworthy. I'll get you some notes. If you find anything, you can come write it down. You never know what could happen in a situation like this, and you don't want to forget anything. Thank you, Mr. One. We can come back here later. For now, we should check the lab or the wall. After those two, we can try the Headmaster's office. Well, let's check the lab next. Go to the lab. Excuse us. Where's the bird skeletons? It's always been one of the gloomier parts of the school, but today the lab is downright depressing. Hello, Kawara. Sir, thank you for being with Lavinia now. Of course. Sakazaki came and asked me to come right after you two left the gym. He must have gone past us. How unfortunate. The doctor is lining the pieces of Lavinia up on one of the lab benches. Must you glower at me so, Mr. Kawara? I'm not glowering at you. Do you disapprove of my handling her? He gives me an evil smile. He's such a jerk. No, that's not it. I just wish we had a doctor who wasn't this malicious. Are you finding anything, Dr. Iwamine? Not yet, no. I only just finished assembling her. It will take some time. I will send word to you when I've finished. Perhaps you have something else to do while you wait? Very well, we shall not interfere. Come, Kawara. Right. Oh, Mr. Kawara, a moment, please. What? Yes? Allow me to give you a hint. Really? Why? A hint? You suspect me of foul play, do you not? Well, yeah, I mean, you're kind of the most obvious suspect at this point. In light of that, I shall leave it up to you whether you decide to believe me or not. Anyway, I think you've missed something very important. What? One might say that you have forgotten something. Perhaps you should bear that in mind, Well, please be more specific. If I've forgotten it, I don't know what you're talking about. You're just a little bit off, but I'm sure you'll find the answer yourself if you keep looking. Ho ho ho, isn't it beautiful, Mr. Kawara? What? The sound of your life crumbling apart around you. What a horrible doctor. Yeah, I'm kind of with Ryouta. How do you respond when someone tells you that? I take it does not suit your taste. Very well. He was rather fond of the unusual himself. A pity. Who's he talking about? Well then, you can handle the outside investigation, and I, the internal. Ho ho ho. Good luck, Mr. Kawara. Right. Thanks, Doctor. He's definitely enjoying himself. What a psycho. But maybe he didn't kill me. Who's this he he's referencing? Lavinia's father? Ryuta's father? What did he mean when he said I was missing something? And this has to connect back to that magician bird or whatever, right? Maybe he was just trying to lead me astray. No, I don't think so. I think he's telling the truth because he knows we won't understand it and it amuses him. Better not to worry about it for the time being. What were you talking with Kawara about, Doctor? Nothing important. I was just giving him a little emotional support and encouragement. Nobody believes that. I see. That's good, then. I'm sure you'll remember not to cause any trouble for my students, Doctor. We step outside once more. Time to investigate this wall. The gray dome remains, blocking out the morning sky. Let's go get a closer look at it. We can't see much from over here. Indeed. Iron, maybe? It's quite firm at any rate. How do they just snap up an iron dome? Maybe it's some sort of shelter? My phone's out of range. Maybe this wall is blocking the signal? That seems likely. It sounds thick and dense. Trying to break a hole in it will not be practical. Maybe there's an emergency exit or something? We should check. We still don't know whether or not we're completely sealed in, after all. Right, let's walk around the perimeter. Doesn't look like there are any doors or anything. Indeed, it appears to be identical all the way around. What, like a big bowl over us? Do you suppose it is ventilated? Can't say I fancy the prospect of suffocating under this thing without even knowing why it's here. I'd think an emergency shelter would have some sort of airflow built in, yeah. Well, if that's what it really is. If not, then we're in deep trouble. What are you looking at? Up there. Is that some sort of hatchway? He points upwards. Ah. Well, let's fly up to it. He's right. About 20 meters up, there's a joint or something of a different color. That does look like it might lead outside. Let's go look. I don't see any sort of latch. Can we open it by hand? Yeah, maybe there's a switch or something somewhere. What about this bird? Does not seem like we can do anything here now. Let us remember its location and return later. Maybe we need to talk to the headmaster. Maybe he's got control of it. I don't like to think about it, but if there really is such a terrible disaster out there that this is the only option, maybe it would be better to leave it shut anyway. Indeed. Let us move on. Well, time to go to the headmaster then, right? We still don't know what's going on outside. I've got enough on my mind just thinking about Lavinia, but I'm worried about my family outside, too. I hope my mother's okay. I suppose we finished the first stage of the investigation now. Yeah, we've got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor's working in the lab, the gray dome covers the entire school but for one small hatch, and we can use the maintenance office as a base. Mr. One did say... Indeed, he suggested we visit the headmaster's office. Yeah, it's on the first floor. Let's go. Headmaster, sir? Let's get a save in here really quick, just in case. Are you within? We demand entry. Oh, yeah, that's gonna work. Rude even to the headmaster? I wonder if the doctor's the only person in the entire school who he actually respects. No reply. Let's go in. Wait, Sakuya, that's... It's locked? Ah, where is that old geezer? Maybe he's pretending to be out, so we'll go away. Indeed, he never was the type to walk about the campus. Or perhaps he has locked the door from the inside and plans to stay inside until the siege lets up. Should we wait around? Nah, we gotta be more forceful than that. We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room if it means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters. We should ask Oko-san for help. He'd bust that door down. It's the headmaster's door. I don't think it will be easy to break down. You speak the truth. Let us ask Nanaki if there isn't a key to open it from the outside. Yeah, we can head back to the... Oh. Hello? What is it, Kawara? I thought I heard something. I hear nothing. Perhaps you are imagining things? No. Like something being dragged across the floor. Listen, there it is again. Behind... Yeah. What is this? What is going on? Guys, I think we better run. Suddenly, behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head. This is crazy. Well, what in... The Scarecrow Man draws closer, dragging its long, ungainly metallic arm behind it. Sakuya, watch out! Ooh! Its arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards, which scatter across the hallway floor. We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. Sakuya, we have to run. I am well aware. What is that thing? It can't be something made out of my body, because the doctor's still doing the autopsy right now, right? Did we lose it? I think so. Lucky it moves so slowly. What was it? Surely no one could devise a prank as bizarre as that. It looked like a biped. It was humanoid, but I don't think it was a human. I've never heard of a human made of metal and burlap. A murder, the dome, and now this? Yeah, this is a pretty intense day, fellas. I know not who's behind these trickeries, but they must have a death wish to mock me so. For now, we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Mr. Nanaki. We kind of need to warn everybody. What if that thing makes it to the gymnasium? Oh, welcome back, Kawara, Shirogane. Would you like some tea? This is no time for tea. Is this really the time? We cannot afford to relax now, Professor. So I take it something happened. The Headmaster, he must have been hiding from the Scarecrow. It smashed the window. Calm yourself, Kawara. You become incoherent. Sorry. We were attacked by a gigantic creature outside the Headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing, like a scarecrow in appearance. A scarecrow? Yeah. Like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us and we ran back here. It was slow, but its arm was heavy and dangerous. Are the other students still in the gymnasium? Probably not all of them. If there's something dangerous in here, we should probably tell everybody to stay together in the gym. Yeah. The plot thickens indeed. Not only are we trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems we must contend with this monstrous new guest. I wonder what the Scarecrow Man's connection to all this is. A Scarecrow Man, you say? It's a doctor. Fascinating. I've never cut into one of those. I'd love to get my hands on it. Ho ho ho. Oh, Doctor. Have you finished the autopsy, Doctor? Yes, for now. I was awake here the whole time, don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Nanaki. You two may well have a right to know what I've found, given your efforts towards the investigation. I shall try to state simply and briefly what I've learned from the lumps of meat which once were Miss Whately. Phrasing, Doctor, why you gotta be so mean? Control yourself, Kawara. Falling out among ourselves would only do us harm. This is a good point. I know. Ho ho. Anyway, we lack the tools for a proper examination, but the cause of death was asphyxiation. You can tell that even after I've been dismembered? There are no signs of any strangulation or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick. She was dismembered after death, then, Doctor. It would appear so. There's little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up some time after death. Oh, after the blood already all congealed and stuff. Lavinia was one of the healthiest people I know. She couldn't have become that sick that quickly. Meaning, someone poisoned her. Why? For the sake of the grotesque, or to make her easier to carry, or for some other reason. Disgusting, either way. I suppose I should also tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously, I cannot be completely certain, but I believe that Miss Whately died yesterday, after school. In the evening, then. Precisely. And she was found this morning. In other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all along. Kawara, her house was near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday? After school? No, I didn't. My mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right, I went home alone. It's too late to regret it now, but maybe if I'd just asked her to walk home with me. I see. Perhaps we should ask any other students with whom she was close. You're going out again? Well, yeah, we gotta get to the bottom of this. Be careful. Sounds like wandering around the school could be dangerous. Don't worry, we can outrun the Scarecrow if it shows up again. Incidentally, I went home early yesterday, too. I left as soon as class ended. So I only know what Ryouta has told me. I wish I had some useful information, but... I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home, as usual. I know nothing of what happened in the rest of the school, sadly. So, neither Mr. Nanaki nor Dr. Iwamane saw Lavinia yesterday afternoon. Oh, right! Could we ask a favor of you, Mr. Nanaki? A favor? The Headmaster's office is locked. We think he might be hiding in there. If there's a spare key to his door, could we use it? A spare key? Yes, there should be one in the faculty room. I'll ask the Vice Principal for you. Thank you, sir. We'll be back soon. Be careful out there. You too, sir. Clara is a strange boy. How so? I wonder why he lied about going straight home. What? Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. It's super long. I actually played a bit more, but it was like an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm still not at the end. So, just to make things a little... put them into kind of digestible chunks. We'll finish this up here. Come back next time. We will continue on with this awesome story.